you're going to look at this page and a whole bunch of things will be buffed and nerfed.
Yep.
And then you look at it in 2 weeks, and then some of the things will be buffed, will be nerfed again. And you're like, what did we gain from paying attention to this? Not much.
Yeah, I think at the risk of offending people who aren't quite catered to these, I think they're generally nice changes. They're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
They're adapting, solving some problems in a 0.5 patch, even if it's a bit longer to get to that patch, is certainly nicer than waiting a full patch, or 2, or 3, or an expansion.
Well, that's where I'm actually going to hit you up with a think. I don't know if it's a big think or a minor think.
Sure.
But here is the thought. Is Blizzard's perfect situation even going to be good? Now that seems really, really hard. But imagine they actually do get all these things to be buffed. Because, you had Preach talking to Ian in that interview. You had all the people talking about the Covenant class power and all of that stuff, and I was very involved in that in, I think, our more sort of mid-core kind of way.
Yes.
But a lot of what we said didn't matter, because ultimately, if you're a hunter, you play Night Fae, because that's where you got Wild Spirits, that was that. And I think that happened for so many specs in the game that, I don't choose a Covenant in Shadowlands. For me, Night Fae is just what Shadowlands is, because I've never had to think about Blade Shot, as an example. Now, what happens if there's a world where Blade Shot is successfully balanced such that it is, a good example, fight like Denathrius.
Yes.
So in Denathrius, could I pad the meters by going with an AoE build? Yes. Ultimately, though, the best thing for me to do in a fight like Denathrius is go full single target, because we could get phase 1 and 2 with absolute ease, and really what we needed was damage in phase 3. That's a single target phase, therefore use single target talents.
Yeah.
So what if I'm in a situation where I've got to think between Blade Shot and Wild Spirits for Denathrius when Blade Shot is going to be better? What's going to happen there? I mean, I know we have a raid leader who's not going to give us too much of a slap if we are, not completely optimal for something of that scale. But what's it going to be? Is that going to be good? Is that just going to, reignite the entire discussion again? Because maybe it turns out we've never actually engaged with properly or solved the basis of the entire Covenant debate, because it didn't bloody well matter anyway, because look where everybody gravitated to.
Yeah.
So, was their perfect world a good one?
Yeah. I guess if their plan is to balance it out, they need to be super, super careful not to have problems like Euros. But
how are they?
Yeah.
Like, how is there ever going to be a universe where a balanced Blade Shot does not completely destroy and single target my Wild Spirits?
Yeah, well, I guess all we can hope for is the Covenant Uniting campaign in 9.1 giving us a little bit more leeway there, but I think that's...
No, I talked to Morgan and he said no.
Yes.
And it's like you said, broadly Blizzard are quite happy with how that Covenant experiences went. And it was like, I actually get that because I'm satisfied enough with my Covenant experience. I think most people are. But I think that's just because they've not really had to engage with any of the friction within Covenants, because, I mean, they've just had their Covenant that everyone in their classes went to. So I just wonder if that stuff's all going to be regurgitated as we move into the future.